Salutations and greetings. My name is Marge. You can call me Margie. Welcome to my channel. I'm a channeler. I channel things. I'm a clarier. That's what I refer to as all. I don't know it. I can't ever remember what all the claircognitive things are. So I just call it clarier. I like words. Old ones, new ones, and my back always hurts. It's a little bit about me. Little tidbits. What do you do? Well, I'm a light worker. Oh, I'm esoteric. Never generic. There's nothing wrong with that. Generic. Everything feels weird. The energies right now, everything is like percolating. Speaking of raspberries, it was so funny. I was watching Ben this morning, Space Observers, and there's so much activity on the sun. Well, there's a new sunspot, and it's facing away from Earth right now. It just like kind of showed up, and the umbras, when they connect, the positive and negative connect, they look like little strands, and that's what it looked like to me. Like the sun was giving the earth a big old raspberry as it turns around. I don't get bored a lot. I have found recently that I do get bored. I just don't get bored a lot. Boredom is just, you gotta have signs of life, signs that you're human. Sometimes you feel a little detached and you have to have little reminders, so boredom reminds me that, yep, I'm a human being. I still exist, even though sometimes I don't feel like I do. It's changing. It all makes for good stories. I try not to let things weigh me down too much. But it's funny to me, I've always identified with space and astronomy and astrology and things like that because they are more constant. They are so far more constant than anything I've ever recognized on the planet. I'm pretty consistent, but people have used that as a detriment, as a fault. I've had people say that to me. You're consistent. Like, fucking... It just baffles me. I get confused by people. I don't know. Then people get confused by me, but then they give me words like autistic. They put those words on me. My whole reason for doing this is trying to teach people not. So much dissonance is created by taking on the definition of words that other people are calling you. And it's needs to stop. People are starting to live more direct and more in line with who they are and speaking truth, and that's basically, it's just no nonsense, not talking just out your neck, not talking just not lying. Opal Oracle mentioned that the other day. I've touched on that, and that's this common thread, is just talking about how you feel, and that's it. When someone asks you, well, that's what I used to say is, well, I got, when I fucking felt shitty, my go-to answer was, well, I got a pulse. I have a pulse. I got a pulse. That's about all I can muster today. Yeah. Today, I got pep in my step and a little bounce in them. I have joy and I'm happy. Without an account balance. Yeah, you can do that. Anybody can. So, the way I see space, it's like, I don't know, it's a direct reflection of the things that are happening up there are happening on the earth, and everywhere people are percolating. The pressure is building in the earth. That is evident by, the stress, that is evident by freaking a cleansing. It's just fires, volcanoes, floods. It's common, but it's uncommon. It's an escalated amount. It's in an excess right now. There's a lot going on the planet. And then you add just the stuff that is happening, and a lot of it, I mean, you can call it, with the climate of the political freaking this like net, it had been an iron cage for so long, and it's just worn down, and the welds are breaking because they didn't, for the infrastructure is shit, and it's just kind of all hanging on for dear life. And this raise of vibration of love is coming up where everybody on the planet, either, you know, you're tired of seeing suffering or you're tired of suffering, so you want to change that climate. So people are starting to come up with ideas everywhere to freaking help people, and I have mine, and everybody has a mission, you know. If everybody just saved their own little piece of the earth where they just try to make somebody's day a little bit better, just by not even reacting to somebody that really flashes, that is my biggest lesson, is to just let them allow, you know, and just meet them with love. Like, dude, I get it. And I get practices all the time of how, what little things can set people off when they're so stressed. It doesn't take a lot to combust a person. So allowing right now is paramount, and just not poking the bear. Don't instigate anybody. Don't be a big man and just freaking try to prove leave fucking egos out of shit right now, because people are gonna die if they don't. They're just not, because, I mean, it's already happening. People are shorting out all over the place because they don't understand how energy works, so they feel all this inside, and a lot of people are, you know, directing it towards sexual energy. A lot of people, it's Kundalini, it's Merkaba, it's spirit, it's it's the essence of us. Yesterday I already turned 10. Huh, papas? That's mama. I forgot to say papas. So, I'm up to meditating like 2 hours a day because I got a freaking ground, and I'm out, you know, I haven't been going outside because it's just been smoky and stuff, and yeah, shake it off, buddy. See, dogs know how to change their energy, shift their energy, you know. People, there's all kinds of little tricks that people can do, but you just would rather watch the news, I guess. Halt, who goes there? Halt. These are 4 things that can freaking reduce so much stress in your life. Never get too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Check those things, and if you meet somebody and shit's about to go down, ask yourself, and if one of those are met, particularly walk away. People are so reacting right now, and it's so dangerous. There's so many pissing contests because, well, men aren't feeling like men because they hadn't acted like men for a real long time. I don't buy into that men can't cry crap. Bullshit, dude. You don't cry because you don't cry. I freaking have never listened to people that told me what to do. Ever. If it wasn't in alignment with me. Yeah, sure. I don't have a whole lot of, you know, people in my life right now, but you know what? I'm true to me. And everything else has to fall away. If it doesn't serve you, just fucking let it go, dude. There's so much disdain caused in people trying to hang on to things that people don't want to even be in your life, so just fucking let them go. They don't want to be there. Which brings me to my point. The depth freaking spiritually. People, I see video titles, and I think this is the cycle that it's in right now. It's like people are waking up, and then there's a lull. And then people are waking up, and then there's a flash out. Just like the beat, right? So in this uptick, how to wake up your ascension quicker, and how to accelerate ascension, and how to... Dude, careful what the fuck you wish for. This is all that I say. Is being heightened and extra sensory perceptive to everything, light, sound. Hell, this morning I tasted pickles. I don't even like pickles. I love saying the word pickles. It's fun, but fucking they aren't good to me. Every now and again I'll eat one and remind myself, oh yeah, I don't like them. I just talked about that recently. Anyway, So the down part about being an empath, people think it's neat. Oh, empath. I want to hang out with these people that call themselves empaths. Because if they recognize themselves to be one, and I recognize myself to be one, I want to compare my behavior to theirs, and they're speaking truth and all that, because mine is a lot different than what I'm seeing. I see a lot of regurgitated shit, or I see, but whatever. Being an empath is also having the ability to know the exact instant when somebody changes their mind about you. Yeah. When somebody... when they would rather have you in their life or not. The exact instant. I know every single time. So when you go and want to do all these things and get stones and rocks and see all my stuff, all my spiritual stuff, it's like I am this and I collected the data points along the way. Oh, that's why I do that. Oh, that's why I'm freaking drawn to little freaking stones, rocks. I always have. That's why. That's why. I've collected data of who I am after the fact. I'm not trying to build who I am as I go along. I mean, I am, but most of my discernment I get from what the universe tells me to do. But what do I know? I'm just a weirdo. I've always recognized myself with celestial things because, I mean, it's all, the way it's all connected is, I'm not going to go into that. I hope you all have a rad day. Peace.